And we're live. Okay, I just have one thing to say before we get started, and that is, what the fuck did you guys make me watch? Welcome to VKH Live. I'm your host, Jeff, and we are talking about Yumeleep, which is this fucking band, man. It's not bad. It's not bad. Don't click off. Don't click off. It's not bad at all by any stretch. It's just for someone like me, the PVs and the combination with the music. Oh, what the fuck! That was basically my initial reaction to it. This is a very strange band. I will just say that. Very strange. I can absolutely see the appeal. It's very different. Their aesthetic is very strong. It's just a very, very, very weird aesthetic. I guess maybe not weird. Maybe just like something about it spooks me out. I think it's the vocalist and the hyper childlike state of the vocalist, and then when you hear how he actually sings, we'll get into that in a second. But let me go through the band members. So you have the vocalist is Makru Nemu. He's the one that always looks like a kid or a little girl. Maybe that's what's weirding me out. Is it's just he's a little too convincingly like a little baby girl, and then he opens his mouth and kind of sings. And I don't. Continuing on, guitarist is Tamate. Other guitarist is Hikage. Bassist is Suzume, and drums is Urara. This is very much a baby band. I couldn't find a ton of like previous bands they'd been in. The vocalist has been in a few, maybe one or two. The guitarist has been in a handful. No big names. So for a baby band, the production value and the production quality of both the audio and the video is very, very good. I'll just say that right out the bat. So this band, I guess you could say their theme, it kind of reminds me of Grimoire, except they're taking the sound and the general vibe in a totally different, like, batshit insane feeling direction. A lot of their music sounds very demented. They have some grooving I guess hard rock riffs that they will go through. And so I like that. Like it's very engaging with like some quirky I'm trying to like remember all of their music, and now I've just got the one that traumatized me the most stuck in my head. So, um, uh, they'll have I guess very distorted, kind of quirky, random digital synths going on throughout it, throughout the music as well. And it's just the cuts, the randomness, the constant cross-eyedness of the vocalist, combined with all that, just kind of really hits you hard with a certain like maximum level of what the fuck. I guess is the easiest way for me to describe this. I will say though that. In spite of that weirdness, which is probably up a lot of people's alley, it's It would be up my alley. It's just it creeps me. The certain parts of it creep me out actually too much. And you're talking to someone that I like watch all the gory PVs and stuff like that. It's not a problem. It's something about this spooks me. It must be like a Jeff thing, maybe. But I could see how this would be very appealing. I heard a lot of people in Discord saying they all look very adorable and. I suppose so, but it's the context. Context matters, guys. The context of this like really spooked me, I guess. But one thing I wanted to point out, I don't know if a lot of people know this, if they've just seen the PVs. I'm gonna hide myself and hide the band photos for a second, so you guys can get a load of their album art. Because their album art is absolutely adorable, and it's whoever is doing their album art is really is really talented. What's up to Victoria in the chat? Can confirm the strangeness. Okay, thank you. So it's not just me. What's up to Gula in the chat? Gula just got here. Gula, I basically said, what the fuck, you guys, for 10 minutes straight. It's just talking about how this band creeps me out, man. Just like the PVs. I don't know what it is. I guess it's the vocalist looking. It's the vocalist, but like what in the... You guys, man, you guys. But what I'm about to do right now is, I don't know if people know this, but they should know this. If they've seen the PVs, they should at least see the album art, because the album art is like completely adorable, very redeeming. It redeemed them in my eyes. I don't think their sound's fine. Their sound is interesting. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention about their sound, so it's it's kind of like pseudo heavy metal with like quirky, song structures and quirky hooks and quirky, I guess, really buzzy electronic synths playing in the background quite often. And the vocalist is constantly singing with what sounds like a slightly high pitched voice, but it like a nasally voice, but it's like moderately auto-tuned constantly. And and a lot of the songs are written in a minor key, so he's singing like high pitched stuffy nose, auto-tune, minor singing, and it adds an extra layer, and it's coming out of this mouth of like this guy dressing at, looking like a little girl, crossing his eyes constantly, and I'm just sitting there taking it all in, like what. I needed a drink. After it. Water, of course. But yeah. It definitely is very catchy music. So let me show off this. I do want to show the album art because I think the album art is actually really dope. Get this configured. Sorry, guys. And now I will make. And now for a magic trick. With the snap of my fingers. Wait, which one is it? I think this is one. Snap of my fingers, I will make myself disappear. And now with another snap of my fingers, I will make the artist image disappear. And now I can't snap very well. And now with the snap of my fingers, I will make their album art appear. There we go. Yeah, so it's like really, it's really really adorably done, like kind of like cartoon art. It looks hand drawn. It looks very hand drawn. Um, and I think it's I think it's I think it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. Let me see if we can get this going. There we go. But yeah, it's I like the aesthetic. It's just of the album art for sure. It's just it's very, the little sheep things like cracked me up. You know what those remind me of is oh man, this is gonna be a nerdy reference. Let me see if I can remember this. Uh, I'll be able to pull it up, I think. Oh my god, it's exactly like this. Do you guys remember Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, y'all remember Yu-Gi-Oh? The trading card game slash anime Yu-Gi-Oh. Y'all fuck with some Yu-Gi-Oh. There is a oh, I think Gula may have got it already. There is a card that they would play. It made it showed up in the anime and stuff. It was called Scapegoat, and this is what it looked like. uh, Let me, maybe I can zoom out. Maybe I can't. But yeah, this is you can basically tell from here. It's a little cut off. Freaking Scapegoat. It looks exactly like this shit they're doing. It's this. We have Scapegoat K. We have Yugi K. Yu-Gi-Oh K. Look at this shit. You guys. You guys, I found the link. Oh my god. Oh man, this is really really pretty art though. Like why would they uh you know, it's like really pretty art, you know, and it's like, oh, it's so sweet. Oh, I got the limited edition. Oh, I got the DVD. What's it look like? And then it's just like dun. Oh man. Oy vey. um but yeah, so I guess I can go through some of their music because I mean, I watched like all their PVs. I don't know why I did that to myself. They do get stuck in your head. I will probably have to re-listen to some of this music. Unfortunately, well, I don't know if it's unfortunate because it's. I mean, it's not like it's good music. It's just I can't look at the PV. I guess so. I guess it's like when I was starting out Visual K and I couldn't handle Durant Gray, but I guess. So you had yeah, like you had like their first PV was Akame no Ohitsuji, and that had just the vocalist surrounded by a bunch of baby bottles, very plus size baby bottles. That there was that. Uh, there was Kagekui Makura, where it was he was in like a old school night dress and night cap and surrounded by a bunch of pillows. That was Kagekui Makura off of their. So Akame no Ohitsuji is from Dream Matter, which was their first mini album. And then it looks like they had a single without a PV maybe, and then or I just couldn't find it. And then the Kagekui Makura was what I found next, which was another single they put out. Another mini album they put out was called Kepu Kepu Matter. Now that has an absolutely demented song called no, what's it called? Well, actually, both of the songs on that Kepu Kepu Matter have are hyper catchy, and they get stuck in your head. Both of the PV tracks, I mean, one is Otsuki Puka Puka. It's the one where they're in like a very chandelier lit room. Um, it's very catchy. It's upbeat, but it's very catchy. It got stuck in my head quite well for a song that was, I think, a little bit lighter, right? Um, yeah, it's using a lot of like the chimes or like I guess it's like church organ music in the background on loop. And then Neji Makime-san is like the inverse of that in that it's like hyper catchy, but it's like freaking really like demented sounding and like weird, and it's all weird, but it just has these like synths going back and forth, and then the vocalist going like Neji Maki, Neji Maki, Neji Maki. It reminded me of Baby Metal, because Baby Metal, when they had a song called Headbanger, where it was just these, and that was like one of the songs that really like put them on my radar and creeped me out by them, is they're just going head the bang, head the bang, head the bang, and you're like, Jesus. So that brought me flashbacks to that. Because they're all dressed up like little girls, so it's this all over again. um, you guys are gonna put me in therapy. And then their most recent single, which came out on, so Kepu Kepu Matter actually came out in May 2018, and then their most recent single is Amazu Kinchan, and that came out in October. And that one's even more demented and ridiculous. That one bothered me less for some reason. I think it was just because, well, no, every time I see the vocalist it creeps me out. But like, it was moving around so much. There's like a lot of like interesting aesthetics going on in that one in particular. And the music was like just wild, and it's like, I mean, at least they're doubling down and leaning into it, you know. You might as well just really go for it. Yeah, it's the vocalist, man. The vocalist scares the hell out of me. So it seems like they're intensifying their music, like the insanity of their music, and upping the aesthetic in their PVs over time. I mean, the aesthetic already started as like pretty wild and using a lot of props and stuff, but like the PV sets are very fresh. I would say it's not, they're using props, they're using tasteful edits with like solid outfit choices, I would say, for the other members. The vocalist is just there to like freak you out, I feel like, or to freak me out. But yeah, it's an interesting band. It's a fun little thought experiment, fun little shock value fest. I feel like. I mean, we'll see how it goes. It is a baby band. But they seem like they've got, excuse me, between like the crazy PVs and the the spooky but zany sound, and the really like the really, I mean, it's really talented and cute album art. I mean, I feel like there's a market here, I mean, for sure. So we'll see how they do moving forward. I don't know how long this trope is gonna be able to, how much mileage they're gonna get out of this sound that they've got. It is kind of tropey, so it is like the auto-tune voice with the with the buzzy synths and heavy metal. It's only gonna get them so far. That's what's pretty different. I feel like about them from Grimoire. Grimoire is like kind of evolved and stuff drastically. But again, to be fair, these guys are pretty new, so like let them have their fun, let them do their thing, and we'll just see where it goes. Is about where I'm at. So, yeah, that's about it. Let me see what chat's saying. Um, I won't lie, says Victoria. It took me just a few listens to get used to his vocals. LL. First time round was a bit unusual. Yeah, you can tell it's definitely like they're some of their songs. They really are earworms. Like they just burrow in and get stuck in your head, and it's like it's like I don't have a say in it after a while. It's stuck in my head. So like I'm gonna have to listen to it. I've committed now though. I see. Um, it's very disturbing gothic kids album art. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, bringing me back, freaking scapegoat. Jeff, no, don't do this to me. The missing link. Um, um, yeah, yeah. Gula likes what's it called? Otsuki-sama Puka Puka. Um, yeah, it is very melodic sounding. Yes, this is going to put me in therapy. I don't know why. It's literally looking into the eyes of the vocalist is yeah. All two of you. Well, you got to share it with your friend. You got to share the stream with your friends. Go find the other Yumeleep fans and bring them in. You gotta go. You gotta spread the word. Get out there on the streets with some flyers. Hello, have you seen these dreamy spooky boys? Yeah, I really hope they do well and keep progressing. Yeah, I think their music's really solid. I think the PVs are yeah. Kidding aside, it seems like a perfectly fine band. It does bother me, like it does, but the vocalist does bother me. um, yeah. Have you got time to hear about our Lord and Savior Yumeleep? Exactly, our Dark Lord down below, Yumeleep. Well, it's like it's this dude that he's so realistically dressing up like this little girl, and then it's his voice is like auto-tuned. His voice is high, and then it seems like the auto-tune pitch shifts him down, and it's just a very disturbing thing to hear and see come out of the the little girl's mouth, but it's not a little girl. It's a like what what the fuck? And he's surrounded by baby bottles. Really, baby bottles? Yes, of all bands, this. Yes, yes, yes. Creepy shit with kids like freaks me out. Like I don't think I did well when I was watching like horror movies that like have like possessed kids and stuff. Uh, Spooky boys is how you can sell anything to me. Yeah, yeah, basically. Well, that's how they're selling themselves. Like an adult-sized demon baby from hell. Yeah, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, yeah. That's what got me. Is yeah. Benjamin Button demon spawn. Like what the fuck? what I don't know. I don't know. It's but it's it works. I can see it working. He's precious. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh man. Yeah, so we'll see how they go, where they go from here, and a fair amount of content has been put out already. So I would be curious to see what a full album from them would sound like, if they're up for it. So I would still give them a hug. I don't know if I. Well, I don't have to. I don't have to address whether or not I would. I'm pressed. That would be very unprofessional. So, it's my out. It's my out. uh, but yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for watching. And thank you for recommending this band. Thank you for recommending requesting some of the other bands. Anyone watching in the future, feel free to join our Discord, and you will find all kinds of people in there bonding over mutual appreciation of different bands like Yumeleep or Grimoire from before, or Razor from before that. And when I do, I don't like take set in stone requests, except from patrons on our Patreon page at a certain tier, but I do pay attention to the chat and what the big moods are. Is what we started calling it, big mood bands. So I will, I do keep track of what people in the Discord are saying. So that's who I prioritize first. So you should join in there, and you can tag me or tag whoever, and just be like, oh, it would be really cool to get more coverage of this, because we do listen to our readers and our viewers and all of that. So and then I get to them as I'm able to. But yeah, got to a lot of them this week. We'll get to some more of them probably first week in January. So thank you so much for the stream. So happy you got to catch at least this one. Thank you for all your hard work, my dude. No problem, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. That helps us out. Share it around if you think there's anyone that might enjoy this. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. We have a ranking releases marathon, so make sure you check the article in the description for the surveys to vote and rank those releases. And then we'll see you tomorrow evening. So peace out.